I love when people think I'm an uneducated idiot. But let me say this to Mr. Badass Bowties D. Do not try to threaten me by saying that because Roma Army had a private conversation with me and she was supposed to try to clear my name up from your dirty ass little dachshund buddies that have defamed me wrongfully and lied about me, that's not harassment. Per the statute, let me read it for you. Let me tell you first what stalking is. Stalking is a knowing or intentional course of conduct involving repeated or continued harassment of another person that would cause a person to feel terrorized, frightened, intimidated, threatened, and that actually causes the victim to feel terrorized, frightened, intimidated, or threatened. The term does not include statutorily or constitutionally protected activity. Again, the term does not include statutorily or constitutionally protected activity such as free speech. Courts have defined course of conduct to involve just 2 or more incidences. This is also for the people that have been harassing and stalking me, because when you have a group of people doing it, it's even more intimidating than one person. What is harassment? Harassment, for the purposes of, say, civil order protections, they mean, but is not limited to, repeated or continuing impermissible contact that would cause a person to suffer emotional distress and that actually causes the victim to suffer emotional distress. Harassment does not include statutorily or constitutionally protected activity. Impermissible contact includes, but is not limited to, following or pursuing the person, going online and choosing to tag somebody that is a public figure like Roma Army, for me, compared to her social level compared to mine. It'd be like me going and tagging Ryan Upchurch, you know. Unless I'm saying something way out of the way wrong or something, I'm not being threatening with it or stalking or harassing by it. I'm simply using my freedom of speech if I'm speaking about that person, for instance, like Roma or Ryan Upchurch. Communicating with the victim in person, writing, telephone, telegraph, or posting on social media if the post is directed to the victim or refers directly or indirectly. What relief may be granted ex parte without ever holding a hearing unless the respondent asks for one? Now this is something important. If a petition for a protection order is based solely on allegations of harassment, an order may not be granted ex parte. In other words, a court must hold a hearing within 30 days of the petition for an order based solely on harassment. So if Roma Army were to try to say, or get a lawyer like D or Badass Bowties suggested to get me a protective order against me for harassment, as they have warned me or basically tried to threaten me about, it's not going to fly. Never said one slight word towards her. Not at all. I've simply asked, once she refuses to release the stuff that was sent to her, that was supposedly the stuff that was about me, that she was supposed to review. She failed to do that, and she failed to give me the video. And because she failed that promise, I really don't feel like I failed in my promise when it was made the same day someone had a manipulation tactic by getting Roma on the panel by trying to pretend like, oh, everybody didn't know when they all stay connected like two butt cheeks. It's complete bullshit. But that's all I got to say about that. So remember, concerning protective orders, people and YouTubers that don't like you speaking about you, and this is to all my subscribers and people listening. Um, People listening that are subscribed, if you're listening and you're not supposed to, or whatever the case may be, then this isn't for you. But basically, if you're a YouTuber or you have YouTubers as fans or you're starting a YouTube, if you get cyber mobbed or experience some of the things I've experienced with these male Workyverse creators, this is one avenue to go about, getting relief. Now, they'll try to argue that theirs is constitutionally protective activity. It's not constitutionally protective activity to blow in someone's private information all wide, sky high, just because it's right there. It's not constitutionally protective activity to call someone back to back to back to back to back. It's not constitutionally protective activity to drive someone to the point they have a nervous breakdown. It's not constitutionally protected activity to drive to someone's house and talk about on the way there while you're committing a DUI on camera that you're going to basically teach them about respect. In other words, you're going to whoop their ass. It's not constitutionally protected activity to dox and put me on back pages for gay European sex and shit. It's not constitutionally protected activity to dox my grandfather and abuse him through his own home, through telecommunications. None of that is constitutionally protected activity. It's not constitutionally protected activity to defame me and call me things that I have never been tried, nor found not guilty, nor even been accused of. So kiss my lily white ass.